Hey guys, Nick here, and today we're going to talk about the legendary Battlecruiser bundle. But just before we get started, I want to talk about me in the bottom left hand corner. Me here, guys. Me. Uh, I moved the webcam, give it a little clean, so I think it's looking a little better. Tell me what you think of the camera angle. If it's tripping you out with the mirror behind, I don't know if you can see my arms twice now. If you think it's good, it's bad, or just to leave it alone. Let me know in the comments below. But guys, to today's video. So this is coming from my YouTube suggestions in the Discord. Thank you to Mr. Mark Hawk. Guys, so if you have a video that you would like to see me do, put it in the Discord. You never know, it might be the next video up on the list. Just depends on when inspiration strikes or on the day. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, to the legendary Battlecruiser bundle. So the point of this bundle was more of more for a new player, but for an existing player as well. Say you're lacking traits, lacking consoles. This bundle really fills out an energy weapon build really nicely. Because say right now you pick up this bundle, you're getting 4 decent traits or 4 very good traits for an energy weapon build. And at the time of recording this, you can also make a KDF recruit for a Withering Barrage trait from the Imchala for free. So that means you have 5 out of the 6 possible traits if you T6X2 your ship from this bundle and from the Withering Barrage for free from the recruit, the KDF recruit. So maybe you just decide, okay, I'll use the T6 coupon I get from this bundle to maybe pick up the Gamor for Calm Before the Storm, or any of the other trades we're thinking of. Promise of Ferocity from the Pilot Escorts, or any of the other traits. Strike from Shadows from the Shran. We just pick up one that we might like. But anyway, guys, so the Legendary Battle Cruiser bundle has 2 ships. The Legendary Avenger here on the left looks like the Inquiry, but it's got a special unlock. If you buy it from this bundle, you get the Inquiry Gamma skin. And if you pick up the Borderskew from this bundle, you get up the Borderskew flagship. So you just get this looking variant. So if you get it from if you get the normal, I think the fleet version, you don't get this skin. And the same with the Inquiries. Like if you have the Inquiry, you don't have the Gamma skin. So you get 2 new ship skin unlocks for picking up this bundle. We get the Prize World Satellite. So for those who don't have the Prize World Satellite, it's a phaser damage with, and then it also has tractor beams. He's the active, but the passives is what is really interesting for a energy weapon build. So it's not on our extreme high end, but for someone who's brand new, it's got good passives. It's got plus directed energy weapon damage, and it's got minus weapon power cost. So for those who don't know, minus weapon power cost is a good thing, good thing for energy weapon builds, because that means we have less weapon power drain. So say you have 100 weapon power and your shots do 100. If you drain 10, say it does 90. And this means instead of draining 10, you might drain 9.5 or 5. So you're not going to drain as much weapon power, which means your weapons will do more per shot still, and you won't have to recover quite so much with your power or your weapon power costs. Or it's a bit of an intricate system, but just the basics on. You won't drain as much power. Power is a damage modifier for energy weapons. So it means your weapons will still do a lot more damage. Next up, our Targ of Grethor. So this is a combat pet, so it is usable while fighting. So I'll show it off real quick here. So for those who missed the event, we get to pick up our Targ of Grethor. So I have both the Nanopulse and the Wartarg. The Nanopulse, Wartarg, and the Targ of Grethor. So this is the one that you get from the bundle here on the left, the fiery one, which I think it looks awesome. But I mean, I think they both look awesome. But all right. So next on our list is our 2 ship slots. So just nice little things to have. They get handed out here and there with bundles, but more ship slots, just less hassle of having to discharge or dry dock some ships. We have one T6 ship coupon. So with this bundle, like I was saying before, you could pick up, you know, the Gamor, the Andorian pilot, and you'd have a full build worth of energy weapon traits ready to go like that. You have two ultimate tech upgrades. So this means if you have a Mark 1 common quality crafted weapon, or a Mark 2, I think that's the lowest you can make them, you could epic it out Mark 15 gold epic quality in one click. But yeah, to be noted, these are quite expensive, and I won't say quite expensive, but you can't just make these. You're getting these from bundles or events, so they're not, you got to use them wisely. Next up, we have 3 ship upgrade tokens. So these is what we use to upgrade our ships from T6X, from T6 to T6X, then to T6X times 2. So if you're brand new, T6X costs 1, T6X times 2 costs 2. So it's 3 to go from T6X to T6X times 2. So this would allow you to X2 one of these ships. And we have 4 Infinity promo packs. So this would give you a chance at winning like a Constitution 3, a Shrike, a Temporal Light Cruiser, any ships from the promotional pack that you might want to get gives you a chance of getting them, And last but not least is the core uniform. So if you like your Klingon Barbie, this is going to help you add to your Klingon Barbie. Anyway, to the ship traits. So the main reason really to pick this up, to fill out your trait window, we are getting multiple energy weapon traits from this bundle. It's not like you're getting bit here, bit there from different bundles to fill out your build. You're basically getting a full energy weapon build from one bundle, which is just great. So we have, from the Borders queue, we have supercharged weapons. So this is a stacking up to 3 times when firing a torpedo, 10% damage, 1.5 crit chance, and 6.6 crit severity. So that'll be 30 damage, 4.5 crit chance, and 19.8 crit severity for 20 seconds. So that means you could also keep this up fairly easy because you're going to fire a torpedo more than once per 20 seconds. We have Checkmate. So Checkmate's not used for our energy weapon builds, but is used for our exotic damage builds. So if you want to dabble in exotic damage, this can help you move across to exotic damage as well by picking up this bundle. It's just a little side benefit. And adaptive hull plating. So adaptive hull plating is the worst trait on this bundle. It's probably never going to be used, but it's there just in case you want to fill out maybe a tank build if you're new to tanking. And our T6 trait, Thirst for Battle, using a cloaking device, cannon rapid fire, cannon scatter volley applies 200% turn rate and flight speed strength, 40% increased damage for 15 seconds. So with Withering Barrage, you'll have 15 seconds uptime on cannon scatter volley. It's a 15-second global cooldown, and this buff is lasting 15 seconds, which means every time you hit cannon scatter volley, you will have this buff. So very nice. Buff to our movement, buff to our cannons. So we're happy. Next up, we have the Legendary Avenger. So the Legendary Avenger has emergency weapon cycle, which is on emergency power to weapons. We have 20% fire cycling haste for energy weapons for 30 seconds and minus 50 weapon power cost. So as I was talking about before, minus weapon power cost is a great thing because power levels for energy weapon is a damage modifier. So it means the more weapon power you have, the more damage you're doing with your energy weapon. So the less drain you have, the higher your weapon power will be, and the more damage you'll do with your weapons. And fire cycling haste is always a nice ability to have for energy weapons because the faster you fire, the more damage you do, and so on. And weapon slot deflectors to full. So weapon slot deflectors to full would be an interesting trait to use if it wasn't procced by emergency power to shields. On most builds, emergency power to shields will not be run, is because emergency power to engines and emergency power to weapons are your preferred two emergency power abilities. Just because of the shared global cooldown these abilities have. So if you hit emergency power to engines, that'll put all other emergency power to, so emergency power to weapons, emergency power to shields, emergency power to ox on a 30-second, not 30-second, a 15-second lockout. So you hit emergency power to engines, you'll have 15 seconds on all of them. So then if you hit weapons, you'll have 15 seconds on engines and shields. So you basically, with cooldown reduction, you only will have two of these because you'll, by the time you've used this two, you've used the first and then you've used the second, the first is back up. So yeah. And ship of the line. So ship of the line is emergency power abilities grant 20% severity for 30 seconds. This bonus can stack, increasing by an additional additional 10% per stack. So guys, this is a crit severity buff stacking up to 50% crit severity. So that's as much crit severity, I can show you here, as one of our more powerful traits in the game, as like Universal Designs. So Universal Designs will stack up to 50% severity. Sure, it does come with 10 crit chance, but for an account unlock trait that is giving us 50% crit severity, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take getting 50% severity from an account unlock ship, as we're not there, we're at the Avenger. Yeah, so we'll take that. And as well, sorry, as I move from ships, I didn't talk about the consoles. I was just thinking about now. So on the borders queue, another good reason for picking up this bundle is the consoles of the borders queue. So the borders queue is a flagship, so it's like our Odyssey, obviously like our borders queue and our scimitars. It comes, so being a legendary ship, it comes with all the consoles of that line. So it comes with 3 other consoles that really aren't too relevant to most builds. If you want to build like a Klingon theme build, awesome, perfect, you've got them. But it comes with adaptive emergency system, which is plus 19 energy damage resistance rating and plus 3.3% maximum hull increase. So it's more of your tank stats, but the active 50%, not 50%, 50 bonus all damage resistance rating for 30 seconds and 30% bonus all damage. So 30% bonus all damage is like our DPRM. Our DPRM is 40%, but this is close. And this is on account unlock from the C store, can put it on any ship, and as well as it's a 30-second timer on a 2-minute recharge, but is affected by unconventional systems. So you can have this cooling down while it's running, which is the awesome part. Next up, our flagship tactical computer. So it's 19% directed energy weapon damage is our passives, and our clicky, which is the cool part about this clicky, is it's a team clicky. So if you see, it says team plus fire cycling haste plus turn plus flight speed. So it gives 33% fire cycling haste for energy weapons to the team for 15 seconds, 50% turn rate strength for 15 seconds to the team, 50% flight speed turn rate to the team, flight speed strength to the team, and then affected allies can't activate or benefit from fleet acceleration for 60 seconds. So sure, it's only 15 seconds out of 60, but that is quite a lot of fire cycling haste that you can provide to your team. You know, more than they would have without it. So, you know, thumbs up. Anyway, and as well, the 2-piece. By using these 2 on your build, you would get an additional 2% crit chance and 3 flight turn rate. So more crit and you'll turn better. So very nice to have. And last but not least, the default equipment on the Avengers, just so I can mention it. The consoles themselves are probably not going to stay on your build too long. Say, even if you're brand new, they're not going to stay on your build too long. With the addition of ISO mags on the random elites and several others like your fleet gear, your rep gear, pretty much all that is better than these. But if you're brand new and you want to fill out your build, you know, this helps. You've got 2 from the borders queue, and you could use all 3 of these, have say 5 out of your 11 consoles filled out off the rip from the bundle. As well as you could fill in the price, so you could have 6 out of 11 on the build filled out instantly from this bundle. And we have our overlinked phaser quad cannons. So I'm not exactly sure how these work because I've never used them. The beam overload counts as rapid fire for this weapon, so maybe by reading that, it sounds like if you hit beam overload, it still is going to give this rapid fire. Let me know down below, guys. I actually haven't used this weapon, so I couldn't actually tell you exactly how it works. But it gives you an count unlockable phaser quad cannon, which was from our legendary Defiant before this, or I think it's our Terran Adamant now. So there are a few phaser quad cannons around, but this is another one, all from this bundle. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end up. I'm looking at the timer. There's nothing else to mention on this video, so guys, I want to say thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please smash that like button. Please comment down below if you have a question or something to say, and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. It really does help me out. And I was going to say thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.